Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashli. Everything in this video can be found somewhere on a public domain. Lots of love and many blessings your way. And a huge thank you to everyone who contributed to this video.
The black lives killed by black men matter, right? Yes? The black babies killed in the abortions clinics matter, right? Thought so. The black officers killed by that bastard in Minnesota, that matters too, right? Okay. But the black babies that are killed in the abortion clinics don't matter, do they, medical people? Do their lives matter? Does the future of our black babies matter? What's up? What's up? Awful quiet now, aren't they? It's okay if we kill them in the womb, right? But you have a problem when you don't seem to really have a problem when we kill them on the streets. Yes, well, we know they're the same issue. If we don't respect the lives of our unborn children enough to save them and fight for them, our lives mean nothing once we're born.
I so appreciate that man's bravery. I had no idea until this morning that Meghan shows up to meet Prince Harry for the first time completely drenched in Princess Diana's favorite perfume. And I want to say thank you to Peter. I had no idea. She is a big-time manipulator. We already knew that. Page 6 conducted an interview with somebody that evidently had Meghan's permission to speak on her behalf. And what they said was pretty raunchy. They said that Meghan was looking for a reason to get rid of Jessica from her life, even prior to this white privilege comment. What a good friend. What a decent person. Why don't she just pick the phone up or go see her and say, look, here's my problem. How are we going to fix it? Or are we going to walk away? I guess that's how Meghan treats people that have opened doors for her along the way. Because that's truly what Jessica's done. Whether she was right or wrong, totally wrong in my opinion. But still, she was there for Meghan when nobody else was. And this mouthpiece for Meghan came out and said this. The reason Meghan's been waiting for the perfect opportunity to get rid of Jessica from her life is because she felt like Jessica was totally using Meghan's status for her own benefit in this world. That right there tells me everything I need to know about Meghan. Really, sums it up. She is such a legend in her own mind. And in this delusional mind Meghan's toting around with her through life, she is telling herself that you cannot get any better than her. She is at the top of the food chain. Okay, so now according to this mouthpiece, they said that Meghan's upset because Jessica's been like name dropping, using Meghan Markle's name and who she is to get the I Do redo on Netflix, to get her morning show, and to get all sorts of freebies. But see, they left a huge part of this story out. Did you guys know that Meghan gave her permission when they came up with this plan? Not only did she give her permission, but she encouraged her to do so. And now Meghan wants to turn it around like she didn't have a thing to do with it when she was a part of that plan. Just like she didn't have a thing to do with this. Now, allegedly, it was through Ben Maroney, Jessica's husband, who helped bill the taxpayers for the $60,000 worth of security that Harry and Meghan took from the people of Canada. That was their plan. They scheme and hustle and steal from people. That's just what they do. So it seems. And I guess Meghan's going to try to say it was all Jessica's idea to try to outshine Pippa during Meghan's wedding. They came up with all of these sneaky, nasty plans together. And now she's trying to cut off the trash because she's desperate to have that one last opportunity with Black Lives Matter. They're desperately trying to get in with this movement. But Black Lives Matter's so far not contacted them back. So I was told today. You guys, it seems like they're making up all of these stories. Just like they put out there that Liza Minnelli was, helping Harry through all of this. And it turns out Liza's like, no, I haven't even, I've not met these people. Y'all, it's just another form of manipulation. All they're doing is putting it out there that they've spoken or hung out or been mentored by all these different celebrities, trying to connect with them through a lie. Dang, why don't they hang it up already? And it was said just today that Meghan and Harry are so negative and so sloppy that not one director or producer in Hollywood wants to deal with them. Now, in the beginning, when they first arrived in LA, she was offered her own daytime talk show. She said, oh no, that is too cringy. And they've given her offers for different bits here and there. She has turned it all down, these little bits and pieces, claiming she is way better than that. I think beggars should not be choosy. Here's a tip, Meghan. If they offer you to sweep the parking lot at Paramount, take it. Okay, so if you haven't heard the latest, all of Meghan's sugars, is that what they're called? They're totally going hardcore against Kate online, making all sorts of threats against her, against the children, against William, because all Kate did was talk to a bunch of school kids about kindness. And they just came out of nowhere blazing. And I've heard how nasty they can be. Somebody sent me a bit of audio from them, and they were talking about drag so-and-so. On what? Online? You gonna drag somebody online? Lord. I don't get down with that stuff. Anyway, you guys, I wanted to point out this. If you'll take notice, and this goes for the sugar cubes, if you're out there, and I know you are, watch Meghan's shift. In every one of these situations, you can watch her mental switch completely flip. 1 minute everybody's laughing, having a good time, and the next minute there's a party pooper in the group, and it's Meghan. I mean, it's really fast, to the point that I hope she's on medication. Not to get too totally personal, but I had an uncle like this, and boy, I'm gonna tell you, when he flipped, you better get out of the way. It's a dang chemical imbalance, and I've noticed this with Meghan. Everybody's getting along 1 second, laughing, hooting and hollering, cutting up, and the next minute, I mean, what did Desmond Tutu do to her to make her face go this sour? Think about it. And it's just been what she's done throughout her entire relationship with Harry that I've noticed. Kate didn't come out swinging first on Meghan. It was the other way around. And remember, like right in the super beginning of the marriage, she had her friends email all sorts of dirty stuff to Kate, calling her all sorts of horrible names. For what reason? What did Kate do, really? She responded to the way she treated servants by saying, hey, Meghan, listen, we don't treat our staff this way. You know, let's talk to them like you would want to be talked to. And that was enough to set Meghan off. That is scary, really. But even scarier is what some of these people are saying. We're talking death threats on these children, and death threats against William and Kate. Now that ain't cool. But guess what? Now they're getting their security people involved, and they're tracking down the ones that are making these death threats. So if I were y'all, I wouldn't be saying that anymore. I'd change my IP address. Okay, y'all, so another friend gone for Meghan. That leaves her with how many? None. I don't even think Harry likes her enough to be her friend. They're all tapped out. They're gone. She's all alone. Oh, but gosh, don't forget, she just said Jennifer Aniston came and hung out with her and Harry in Canada. No, I don't believe that. It seems like they're using that Liza Minnelli trick again. I wonder if she knew that Harry had a small obsession at one time with Jennifer Aniston. Like a big boy, he sent her some emojis via text, and she all but told him to go play in traffic. And according to what I read, that totally hurt Harry's feelings. Poor Harry didn't get his way. Y'all, they are nasty sloppy. Nothing but messy. It truly is something with them all the time. Now, before I go, I was asked if I could run a few pictures into my program, and I agreed I would. And here's the results. With this picture, there's a picture floating around of a woman in one of these bomber jackets, standing with a child dressed similar to this in a desert. And I believe in my heart of hearts that's where they kind of copied this picture from. And you can totally see where it's been layered in Photoshop. And the clone detecting feature picked up that the water ripples were identical to each other. Both sides. You guys, it seems like most all of these pictures were indeed constructed. I'm not a professional, but I take direction and follow instructions pretty good. And I know that they have an automatic clone detection, and it automatically marks. You see the markings? That's just like duplicates stacked on top of each other. Why? Normal pictures don't do that. This one was a complete fabrication, as was the christening photo. And for this reason alone, I cannot wait for Lady Colin Campbell's book to come out. Mine's already been pre-ordered. I am just waiting by the mailbox. Now, in this coming up picture, this sparkly blue outlines, according to the program that I use, this has been photoshopped and tweaked and just manipulated so much that the system couldn't handle what they're calling the noise. And that's what you're seeing in the blue sparkly lines. Well, I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.